Hello, happy Saturday. What's going on, everyone? It is Camille Prosperity here, and I help everyday people understand the credit game and consumer laws using plain, simple English. Sometimes I drop a little jokey joke, but most importantly, I show proof to make you take action enforcing your rights. But before we get started, in this video where I'm going to show you proof, a testimonial that I recently was tagged in, which I'm so appreciative for. I don't know if the stuff is working for you guys unless you tell me. So I always appreciate shout outs. Like I said, tag me in your results, things of that nature. But before we do that, I'm going to ask kindly that you please like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already a member, definitely like the video. This helps great information be pushed through the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I would really, really appreciate it. We got so much BS, so much bullish on the web. Can y'all please help me push good stuff that people can actually use? So what's the agenda for this video? Because I'm not going to be before you long. I'm going to show the testimony, and then I'm going to tell you how long the course is, a little bit about what the course goes over, and then how you can purchase it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And as you come in, regardless of whether you are a replay or a live viewer, do me a favor and just help me to not feel alone. Tell me where you are watching from. You know, I want to know your city, state, but also drop your district, say your circuit. Drop your district, say your circuit. So let me find my screen right quick for you guys. Hold on, I think it's this one. Is that a preview button? Yes, it is. All right, so let's get started. I was just tagged in this yesterday, as you can see, yesterday at 3:18, and my buddy Joe Wright, shout out to Joe Wright. He posted this right here. For those of you who are driving, I'm going to read it to you. He said, y'all ever get a drop call or random outage? Did you know you can get credited every time this happens? Camille Prosperity got the class to show you, and yes, it works. I attached a screenshot of a part of the convo I had today. Now, he has friends commenting on this, and look at what Bree Nicole says. She says, doing this now because my phone calls keep doing this. Lol. I know what she's saying, but it ain't funny. So this is a common problem. These companies really do make promises to us that they don't keep, right? You see, and Yaya said it works for Wi-Fi too, right? Joe says, good to know. If I'm paying 100% of my bill, I want 100% of service. That's how I look at it, right? Yaya says, right, that's what I'm saying. Guys, let me tell you the funny thing about this exchange. I love it because that's what I say. If you go back to all of my prior videos about the drop calls course and what inspired it in my situation with my phone provider, I've been with this provider for 20 years. And I always haven't had consistent service, but it wasn't until I started learning about consumer protection laws that I even thought I could do anything about it. And so I was saying before the course came out and while marketing the course, hey, listen, why are you paying 100% of the bill if you don't have 100% service? So I love to see Joe using the verbiage because it makes sense, right? I love to see Joe using the verbiage that shows me that he's tapped in, he's tuning in, and he's utilizing information. And I love to see him sharing it because now his friends are going to be put on game too. Like, yeah, why am I paying 100% of the bill if I don't have 100% of the service? Mandy says, say less. Straight and to the point. So I'm going to read you his testimonial, and then I'm going to read you what I responded to on the, let me pull up something right quick just to make sure everything is copacetic and good. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to read you his testimonial and then what I had to say about it. So Joe is apparently doing the chat, right? And he's on with Ryan Ross. And Ryan says, all right, so I didn't see what was here before this, but Ryan says, all right, I talked to my supervisor and we will give you your credit of $10. Also, after that, I will be transferring you to our advanced tech team to finally fix this outage, okay? He says, okay, cool, please give me a minute or two so I can process this. Okay, all right, congratulations. I successfully processed your credit. It will show in your account within 24 to 48 hours. I will transfer you down to our advanced tech team. Good job, Joe, okay? Now, here's my response to him. I said, great job, bro, but next time ask for more. Because I asked for, and those of you who have the course, you see, I hold nothing back. I take you through the chat. I tell you what I said and why I said it, right? I said what I said. But I told him, I said, I asked for $40 to $50. And then I told him I'm uploading an extra module in the course this week explaining how I got a $100 credit. Because yes, I did stretch myself the last time I had an issue with my phone company, and I did get a $100 credit. It was $50 on one day and then $50 literally within 24 hours of getting the last $50. Now, Joe and I are not with the same company, which is another reason why I love his testimony so much, because I do ask people when they want to take the course, what phone company are you with? Because I recognize that what I'm doing with my phone company, the layout on the chat might be a little bit might be a little bit different, but the principle remains the same, guys. And it is, if you are unsatisfied, dissatisfied as a consumer, it is imperative that you seek remedy, you put them on notice, basically, that, hey, this is not good. Because oftentimes when stuff comes down the pipeline, or you want to go to court, or you want to be a part of a complaint, they will ask you, what did you do to resolve the issue? And if all we do is pay our bills all of the time and we never complain, we never let them know, hey, this has been also, what this does is it establishes a paper trail. When you have screenshots of you reaching out to customer service because calls are dropped or service is interrupted or whatever the case may be, I don't care if it's for a few seconds, right? A very important phone call dropping at an inopportune time could cost you money. It could cost you information. It could cost you who knows. So once you put them on notice regularly, then you establish a paper trail. Hey, this has been happening. I've been letting you guys know for 6 months now that this has been happening, or whatever the case may be. So it's super duper important to do that. Now, another thing, like I told y'all, Joe is not with the same company that I am with. So I love this testimonial for that as well. And I'm going to tell you the final reason why I love this testimony. Aside from the fact that so many people will use information, not just mine, anybody's, they'll get information, it'll work for them, and they'll never go back to the original person and say thank you, right? And I want us to start getting in the habit of doing that. If you use somebody's information, the least you can do is give them a testimony that they can then share with others and say, hey, look at what it did for so-and-so or so-and-so. Because you know for a fact that anytime you tune into someone, you will say, well, who else did it work for? So if you know that you're the type of person who's always asking for proof, make sure that you also provide proof when you have it, when it works for you. Or do you just keep it to yourself? And then if you run into that person in the street, you might be like, oh my gosh, I loved your tip. It changed my life. And the person's like, well, dang, I can't do anything with this information here on the chip aisle. On the ice cream aisle, can you put it in writing? Can you do a video? Can you do something that I can share with my people? Because they really just thinking I'm out here crazy. Or these things only work for me. So again, thank you, Joe. Now, here's the other thing. And some people wouldn't tell you this, but I don't have a problem. The funny thing about this testimonial is Joe didn't even take the course. Joe, I went back and looked at my records, and I don't have anything that cycles back to Joe. But I know Joe tunes into my videos. Now, am I upset that Joe didn't take the course? No. I'm actually bringing it up and sharing it with you, because somebody could say, well, Kim, why are you sharing that with people? Because now they won't pay for your course. That's not true at all. There are people who are going to buy from me regardless. There are people who are never going to buy from me regardless. Once you have that information, once you know that, it sets you free. The reason why I'm sharing that with y'all is because times are hard right now, y'all. Times are really, really hard for a lot of people. I speak to people every single day, and a lot of people right now are going through. Lending is restricted. A lot of people are living on their credit cards, maxing their credit cards out. Times are hard for even me. Okay, so I get it. Been there, done that, and went right back. Times are hard for a lot of people. So my point to you is this. If you say, Kim, I don't got the money. I don't got the money. If you just go through my YouTube channel and watch my videos, you can get results. If you have the chutzpah and you have to get up and go about yourself and you have the motivation, I'm sharing the information for real, for real. I'm not like some people out here who are just reading the laws to you. And then anytime you ask me a question about how to get something done, I'm telling you to buy my course, or I'm telling you to get on my text list, or I'm telling you to join my challenge. I'm not like that. I actually, in many of my videos, take y'all through. Here's where you click. Here's what you do. And I'm sharing screenshots. I do that more so in my courses, but I have a lot of information on my channel that if you went through, seriously, I have information on there that I could charge for and I don't. So Joe is living proof that even if you ain't got the money, as long as you have the motivation to tune in, then you can do it. And this is the reason why a lot of people do charge for courses, because when they put free information out there, people don't respect the information usually unless they pay for it. And that's just the way things go. But anyway, that's Joe's testimony. Again, thank you so much for sharing this, Joe. Again, if the call drops after that, go ahead and ask for more money, especially because now you will have established a track record of, hey, this is my second time calling in about the same issue. I can't keep taking time out of my life to do this, right? In my course, I also say what to say when they want to transfer you to tech support, because they'll have you on tech support, on the line with tech support for an hour or two, like you tech support. And you saying, I ain't got time to be going in my settings and doing all this stuff and try it now. No, this is what y'all get paid to do. If y'all gonna have me doing all this stuff, you better put me on payroll. You better tech support my device remotely so I can live my life. Okay. But let me tell y'all right quick. The course itself is right now, it's about an hour. Okay, it's about an hour. Let me see how. Let me show you the agenda right quick. I'm going to let me do this in presentation mode, so it'll be full presentation mode. Cool, share this tab instead. So let me show you the agenda right quick. Wow, the delay is really real. The delay is delaying. What does the course go over currently? And I say that currently because I will be adding some modules. I have some bonus information that I want to share with the people who bought the course, like how I got a full year's worth of a refund on 2 services from my cell phone provider, simply because they did not disclose that it was a trial, and I have proof of that. So there will be modules added on, but right now it is a full and complete course already at about an hour. When I added up all the times for the different videos, the different modules, and this is an actual screenshot from the Google Drive, but when I added it up, it was about an hour. And so when I'm done, it might be, I still have to add to the transcript, the information about how I got the $100 credit. So currently what I have is like an intro, and then I go over what is the core problem, what brought about this course, right? I give an example of when I was talking to a friend of mine and the phone cut off, and you see, this is a 20-minute module. I think this is the longest module of the course, because I am really dissecting everything that I said in the chat, why I said it. And it really is going to help you feel more confident when you go into this interaction with your company, whichever company you're with. Then I actually give an example of where I had no screenshot of the drop call and I still got a credit. I go over why you should, and many companies now have a chat support, not just a live support. So I go over why you should, probably choose the chat route versus talking with a person in real time, because traditionally that's what we like to do. We like to, I want to talk to a person. There might be times when chat is more beneficial to you, and I go over that in this module. I talk about the importance of understanding the coverage map and how to leverage it when you're making your key points. A lot of you don't even know that your company, your provider has a coverage map or something online that you can utilize to see how the service is in your area. And if they say it's good and you're not having a good experience, then I tell you the legal term for that, right? And again, how you can leverage it in conversation to let them know, to put them on notice. I'm not just somebody complaining, like, you better help me. No, legally, you have an obligation. I understand that. And if you don't, I'm about to make you understand it, right? I also tell you how to look up other customer complaints. Again, you can leverage this information in the conversations with the chat reps. Excuse me. And then we go over some very, very basic legalese. You will be surprised when you take this course. Not one time in me getting credits, and I've gotten numerous credits. As a matter of fact, I need to add that module in, like how many credits I've gotten from my phone company from the beginning of the year until now, because this has been every month I'm on their necks. I actually think there has to be a notation on my account, like, just give this heifer what she want, because we tired of her. Because the time I chatted with them about a call dropping and I didn't have a screenshot example, it was no pushback. They were just like, okay, you want the okay, we'll put that in for you. And I was like, oh, that was easy. Y'all remember Staples back in the day? That was easy. But with the legalese, you're going to be surprised at how not one time in dealing with my phone company do I use 15 USC, whatever. It's not necessary, y'all. I'm just using common sense arguments, so to speak. And I'm not arguing with them, but I'm just using common sense verbiage, language. However, I want to give a disclaimer. Common sense is not common until it is, right? You do not know what you don't know. Oftentimes in my courses, a student will say, oh, I didn't even think about it that way. Thank you, Kim. That makes sense. I didn't even think about it that way. And it's often because until you have to think about it that way, you don't. And most of us don't take action. So your learning is in the doing. And it's only by doing stuff that you understand stuff. Okay? But if someone has already done it, guess what? They can give you the shortcut. They can give you the blueprint instead of you learning from your mistakes. You can choose to learn from someone else's mistakes. Will there be a fee? Probably. But if you do a right job choosing the person that resonates with you, who shows results, and you like the way they communicate, you like the way they teach, then you can pretty much almost guarantee you yourself that if you take action, the return on investment will be greater than the actual investment, right? Right. So the legalese, you see, we don't spend much time there, less than 13 minutes. And we only going over, really, I think it was 3 terms. That's it. So that wraps up the course for now. Like I said, more will be added. And then I just give like a thanks and a call to action. And let me tell y'all right now, this course is not, I know y'all are thinking, well, it doesn't cost that much, so I'm sure it's not that good. Anybody who has taken a course from me will tell you I over deliver, because I have bought from other people. I make it a habit to buy from people that I've been watching for quite some time. And everything I just told you, I like how they talk. I like how they communicate. I like the results that they show. And so I over deliver. This is actually one of the modules from the course, the longest one. And I talk about how on May 24th, I got a $40 credit. Now in this module, I show the screenshot. That's my girl Candy B. Hey girl, hey sis. But I go through, when I say I go through this, I mean it. I am literally showing them the entire conversation, what I said, why I said it, the psychology behind it. And don't get intimidated by those words. But I'm just letting you know that a lot of people are stuck in the how. How do I do it? Y'all saying I can use these consumer protection laws and I can get remedy and I can get credits, but how do I? And all too often, many people don't tell you how, but this module is the longest for exactly that reason, because I do. Now, does that mean that your conversation will be exactly like mine? Absolutely not. Because you might not get, even if you're with the same company, you might not get the rep that I had, right? However, A lot of people tell me that when they watch this module, they feel so much more confident because, just like I told you earlier, a lot of times they just didn't think about it that way. We're so used to being told, go to work, pay your bills, and there's no wiggle room in there. It's not go to work, pay your bills unless they don't deliver on the promise, unless you're unhappy or there's a discrepancy, unless, and even if they tell us that, even if you had parents that demanded that you be happy with what you're paying for, the services that are rendered to you, a lot of times you don't know how to communicate it or you don't have the time. So I'm showing you this so that you don't waste time, okay? And you can get your result much, much quicker. Last and not least, this course is so important because confidence is key. I see way too many people getting evicted, losing their cars, having their credit shot because they tried these consumer protection laws. And right out the gate, they're going for like the big thing, the head honcho. I think your cell phone company is one of the easiest small wins that you can attain. And confidence is really key. When you get a win under your belt, when you try something and you actually get credit back, whether they cut you a check or you just save money on a bill, it is still a confidence booster. And then you just work your way up, right? You work your way up to bigger wins. But so many of you are missing out and feeling discouraged because you want to take the easy way. You're paying people who actually don't do what they quote unquote teach. They're giving you these template letters. You're sending the letters out and you're making idle threats that you're not ready to actually back up. These companies are calling your bluff and now you're saying consumer protection stuff does not work. Not true. Not true. But the way that you're going about it is real funky donkey. Okay? It's real funky donkey. So I'm just letting you know that. Now, enough of that. I actually took you through a module without the audio, right? Just to show you again that I am taking them through what I exactly say. And this course is not even that much. At the time of this recording, it's less than $50. And I already told you that whenever I have a drop call, I go for $42.50. So depending on you and your chutzpah, one credit could pretty much return the cost of the course to you. But my last credit was $100, 50 broken up into two within 24 hours. Now, how would you get the course? It's simple. All you have to do, you see where my screenshot is, me with the computer to the left. Right underneath that is a website. It is hellokimilli.com. It's HELLOKIMILLI. HELLOKIMILLI. hellokimilli.com. And then when you come here, you will click on courses and mentorships. It will take you to the next tab where you will click right now it's the second link, but depending on when you're watching this, it might be in a different order, but just look for the drop calls course. It is right here. And then you click on that and it is going to take you to a Google form that you will fill out. It's not long at all, but I do like to know a little bit about you. Okay. And you'll fill out this Google form and then send your payment. And from there, I will give you access to the Google Drive where the modules, I hope y'all can still hear me. But once you fill out this form and submit it, it's really, really short. Okay, this is not the SAT, y'all, so don't be acting. But you'll fill out this form, and then when I get the notification, I'll verify your payment and give you access to the Google Drive where all of the modules are. And that's pretty much it. Let me go and see if I have any comments. I don't see where I have any comments or anything like that. So that's all I had to say. Ain't got to say no more. Thank you again to my buddy Joe Wright for shouting me out and sharing that even if you don't take the course, as long as you have some get up and go about yourself, you can get results. But I'm telling you right now, if you do take the course, you're going to get better results. Because that's my whole goal. Okay, it does me no good to sell you trash. So I always make sure I don't. Make sense? Yes. So you guys enjoy your Saturday. Again, before you leave, like this video if you did like it. and leave me a comment below. Just talk to your girl. Let me know if this is helpful. And that's it. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.